Hello, everybody. Well, we are continuing our class today on understanding suicide, mass shooting, and depression. Today, I will be talking about learn to deal with your anxiety. Learn to deal with your anxiety. Now, anxiety is another form of depression that most people don't really take too serious and they don't know that it's a big problem. Anxiety is when you are anxious, when you because of being anxious, you become more aggressive, you become more irritated, and you cannot control your nerves. And your nerves are out of place, and you are nervous, and you are angry, you are concerned, and sometimes this could lead to attack, uh, anxiety attack, uh, panic attack, or all kind of things like that. Especially when you see people who are raging in anger, with pounding heart, raising heartbeat, flushing in the face, uh, confused mentally or body confusion. That means people are in a state of anxiety and panic. Some other forms of anxiety is when people begin to scream at other people, shout. Those anxiety is another form of mental health or depression. That is, where sometimes people just begin to talk and say unreasonable things, just talk. Those are signs of anxiety and sickness. Those are sicknesses. Anxiety is a sickness connected or related to, similar to depression. So these things we need to deal with them because a lot of people manifest these kind of things around us, and then we don't know what to do with them. So let's look at concrete steps and concrete things that you could do to deal with or to help people who are struggling with anxiety. The first thing when you are feeling that kind of anger and panic or rage, the first thing you need to do is to breathe in. When you feel anger, like talking, you feel like doing something, just breathe in deep oxygen in, breathe out, and do that about 10 times. You'll be able to control yourself. And a lot of parents fall into this because they have a rage of anger, and then they begin to, talk to their children very negative stuff, or to their spouses. So instead of, coming under that rage and anger, just stop to breathe. If you can breathe in and out about 10 times, then and slowly, breathe in and out, that will be able to stop that attack. The second thing you could do is to count. Instead of talking, you feel like talking, begin to count to yourself. 1, 2, 3. So your anger and the anxiety that is coming out, you are releasing it through counting. You might not count outwardly. You might count to yourself inside, but by the time you count from 1 to 10, you see that the anger and the panic is over. So count to 10 or breathe in 10 times. And by the time you are over 10 times of breathing or counting, and then you'll be feeling much better. And it's not, don't wait. Sometimes you could practice breathing actually, not just when you are already feeling the anger or the panic, but you could practice breathing most of the time, because breathing will bring in a lot of energy to you, a lot of refreshing to you through oxygen into your brain, and it will also help you to deal with that, your nervous system and your emotion. So always try to control yourself. It will help you to always try to control. It will help you to control you. Now, but if you really have this challenge of struggling with anxiety, one thing you want to do is to sit down and begin to think deeply about what is the cause of your anxiety. You need to find out why do you have that anger? Is it because you have some unresolved problem at the back of your mind that you are struggling with, that you are not telling people about? Maybe you need to go and meet a consultant, a psychologist, a psychotherapist, and talk and begin to release, and try to release what is in you. Then that will really help you to to deal with your internal cause and effect, because the anger and the panic and the anxiety is the effect, but there is a cause, and you want to go and deal with that cause by finding out what is the reason for this and talking to somebody about it. So another thing you want to do is you need to find out what is the reason for why you feel the panic or anger, because most people believe that anxiety is connected to some fear, one fear or the other. So maybe you need to ask yourself, what are you really afraid of? Is there anything that you are concerned with, that you are afraid of? Maybe it is from something that coming from outside, like from your work, from your family, from your relationship, from your school, from responsibilities, from debt, something that you are afraid of that might be behind the anxiety that you are feeling. So answer your question. So once you find out what is the reason for that, for that panic or for that anxiety, find out if it is deadly or not. Just imagine what is the worst case scenario that could happen if I will face this. You need to face your fear, and facing your fear means go to deal with it. Go and talk to the person. Go and resolve the issue, or go and tackle it one way or the other, or go and meet a specialist. Another thing you want to do is you want to talk to people who are close to you, to let them know that it's not that you don't like them or you hate them. It's just because you have this challenge, and it is the challenge that is making you to behave like that. So try to let them know that you love them. That is it's just your nervous system that you need to put in order. And then another thing you might need to do is to think positive. If you are having anxiety like this, you need to fill your life with positive thinking. And there are a lot of things that we spoke about already in terms of depression, on how to think and be grateful, especially through mindfulness and through practicing being in the here and now and being grateful. There is a subject I did, overcoming depression through gratitude. The same thing, you can use gratitude also to overcome anxiety. Yeah, those are some of the things that I think those are the main things I would like to say about anxiety. It's not something that is people really see as a disease or as a problem, but it's something that is very prominent and common, all around us. We see people manifesting these things, and we need to we need to speak to ourselves the truth that I have an issue here and I need help to deal with it. And you could begin to adopt the steps that we spoke about today. And then you could be able to see that it's possible for you to control yourself and to be a better person. Well, that is it for today. Please go ahead and join the mentorship program, sundayadelajablock.com/mentorship. If you want to go with us to Africa, go join our Nigerian team. Go to sundayadelajablock.com/Nigeria, and you could get my books on Amazon, on Kindle Unlimited for free. On Amazon, you can buy them, or you could buy them on Okada Books. Or if you are in Nigeria or Africa, you could buy them on dsabooksplanet.com, or you could write to my office to get them for free. For ship, which is dsasbooks@gmail.com, dsasbooks@gmail.com. The book I recommend for you today is called Why Does God Take from Those Who Don't Have and Give to Those Who Have? Well, you need to value what you have and be grateful for what you have, so that God will not need to take what you have to give it to those people. I mean, what you don't have to give them to those who have already. So, and yeah, that will be it for today. Thank you so much. We'll see you tomorrow. Blessings.